Welcome to the 9th match of the 2020 IQ season, co-sponsored by New Horizons Credit Union and the Mobile County School System. I'm Bob Grip, your IQ Quizmaster. Today's match features high school students from Baker, Mary G. Montgomery, and the home team Blount. The questions you're going to hear this morning are prepared in 16 categories by educators throughout their fields. They try to make the questions equally challenging. Here's how the points are awarded. In a regular category, each team will receive its own question in that area. The teams will then have 15 seconds and 4 opportunities to answer. A correct answer on the first try is worth 4 points. Each time an incorrect answer is given, it's worth 1 less point. And if a team misses it entirely, either of the other 2 teams can gain 1 point with a correct answer, and I'll explain some of the other scoring variations as we go on. Good luck, everybody. Score as many points as you can. Blount, here's your question. Quote, "This airplane is designed by clowns who in turn are supervised by monkeys," unquote. This statement made by a Boeing company pilot is referring to what airplane? Seconds. Baker.
Boeing 737 MAX.
That's right. Very good. 1 point. Mary G. Montgomery. Volcanic ash coats the landscape and the livestock near Laurel, Batangas Province. On January 13th, the Taal volcano erupted, closing airports, schools, and tourist attractions. In what nation does this volcano reside?
The Philippines.
Correct. 4 points for Mary Montgomery. Baker. He is one of the senior advisors to President Trump and also his son-in-law. Give me the full name of this man.
Jared Kushner.
That's right, 4 points. Topic is American history. Back to Blount. In the years leading up to Hitler's aggression on Poland, European powers tried to concede some territory to the German dictator with the hopes it would slake his thirst for power and invasion. Part of Czechoslovakia was ceded to Germany with this intent following a meeting in Munich in 1938. Give the name of this policy of trying to placate Hitler. Seconds. Baker.
Appeasement.
Appeasement is right. 1 point for Baker. Mary Montgomery. In 1932, a large group of more than 20,000 World War I veterans converged on Washington, D.C. They set up shanty camps and worked to pressure and intimidate Congress into immediately providing deferred bonuses for their service during the war. These bonuses were not paid, and the camp was dispersed. Provide the name given to this group of Army veterans.
Bonus Army.
That's right. 4 points. Baker. In the 1920s, Harlem in New York City was one of the largest black communities in the world, counting more than 150,000 residents. From this community grew a group led by Marcus Garvey, which promoted the resettlement of African blacks in their own, quote, African homeland, and to keep segregated black economies. Give me the full name of this organization.
United Negro Improvement Association.
That's correct. 4 points. All right, biology is next. To Blount. Give the name of the condition caused by a cell that begins to grow in an uncontrolled way. Seconds. Mary Montgomery buzzed in too early. Baker?
Cancer.
Cancer is correct. 1 point. Mary Montgomery, your question. Identify the event that occurs when 2 homologs of one particular chromosome exchange portions.
Crossing over. Crossing over.
That's right. 1 point. Or 4 points, rather. 4 points. Very good. Baker, give the name of the single cell that is produced when gametes fuse.
Haploid.
Try again.
Diploid.
Try again.
Germ cell.
Try again.
Zygote.
Zygote, right, 1 point. All right, now we're going to change the rules a little bit. We're going to ask a question in sports. Now, everybody, hands on your buzzers. First team to hear enough of the question to think you have the right answer, buzz in. Only one answer per team, 4 points for a correct answer. Here is the question in sports. The Golden State Warriors won their third NBA title in 4 years over the Cleveland Cavaliers on June 8, 2018. During the series, this Warriors player averaged 28.8 points per game and 10.8 rebounds in the Warriors sweep and was named the Baker.
Kevin Durant.
Right, very good. Kevin Durant, 4 points. Topic now is literature. To our home team. In the short story titled One of the Missing by Ambrose Bierce, this private in General Sherman's army was a marksman, an orderly, and a federal scout sent to get as near to the enemy's line as possible and learn all he could. Give the first name of this man who ends up dying alone in a collapsed structure.
John.
Try again.
William.
Try again. Baker.
Jerome.
Jerome. Right. Very good.
Anybody know?
Mary Montgomery. In Eudora Welty's short story titled The Demonstrators, identify the specific type of animal that was running around the floor of Ruby Gaddy's room while Dr. Strickland treated her for a stab wound.
Rat. Rat.
Try again.
Cat.
Try again.
Opossum.
Nope.
Rabbit.
Nope. Teams, wait for the buzzer if you'd like to answer. Baker.
Guinea pig.
Yeah, that's right. 1 point for Baker.
Small.
Baker, your question now. In the short story titled $75 by Langston Hughes, before her death, tell the specific place at which the widow with a large family is employed.
Wine bolts.
Try again.
Cartier.
Try again. Okay, Mary Montgomery.
The factory.
Yes, the factory. Very good. 1 point. All right, now we're going to change the rules again and ask some questions in math. Now, each team will get its own question, and every team gets a copy of every question for possible bonus points. But the team that has directed the question gets 60 seconds all by itself to come up with 4 possible answers. So, first question goes to our home team, Blount. Everyone open your yellow math envelopes now. Linda received a gift card to her favorite fabric shop worth $25. Being a frugal shopper, she waited until the big sale on the 4th of July, during which the items she wanted were offered at 30% off. Neglecting sales tax, what was the value to the nearest dollar of the items she purchased that day if she used the entire amount on the gift card and spent none of her own money?
Yes.
30 seconds.
$20.
Try again.
$16.
Try again. Baker.
$32.50.
Sorry. Mary Montgomery.
$33.
$36 was the nearest figure rounded up. No points on that. Next question goes to Mary G. Montgomery. Everyone open your red math envelopes, please. Find the sum of the integers 1 through 99. is just Mary G. Montgomery's question.
This is the Gauss trick, so it's 991, and then it's 199. Let me just check this. I'm pretty sure it's 3 the Gauss trick. So it's
30 seconds for Mary G. Montgomery.
It's going to be 1 that's off, so it's going to be
50,000. It's 100 times 50.
I think it's 109.
540.
Try again.
490.
Try again. Baker.
4,949.
Sorry.
612.
No. 4,950. Everyone open your blue math envelopes. A discount clothing store regularly offers shirts at 35% off the list price. One weekend, they advertise a sale taking 20% more off their daily prices. If someone goes to the sale and buys a shirt for $10.40, what was the list price of that shirt?
Off the list price.
30 seconds left for Baker.
$20.
That's right, 4 points for Baker. Shakespeare is our topic. Blount, here's your question. In Act 4 of Cymbeline, the cave dwellers share their opinions of Fidele. They agree that their new companion has great skill in 2 areas. One of these is singing. Give the other skill in which Fidele excels.
Dancing.
Try again.
Acting.
Try again. Baker.
Weaving.
No. Mary G.
Dancing.
Cooking. Cooking is your skill. Mary Montgomery. In Act 4 of the first part of Henry VI, the king not only confirms that Falstaff be stripped of his badge of honor, but also imposes another penalty on the cowardly knight. Name that penalty.
Removing him from the order, maybe?
Beheading.
Try again.
Anybody else have anything? Penalty. Discharge. I don't know.
Baker.
Like removing him from the order.
Okay, we'll accept that. Banishment. Banishment. 1 point. Baker. In Act 4 of Macbeth, Malcolm describes to Macduff an event he has seen often in England in which people tormented by various grave ailments gain relief from a person's touch. Identify the person who does this healing.
The healing. What line? Macbeth. Oh, just the doctor.
The doctor.
Try again.
The up. I don't know.
Heck
Anybody else want to venture an answer?
What's his
No.
name? What's his name?
It was King Edward, or Edward the Confessor. Geography is our topic. Back to Blount. Southwest of Tuvalu and northeast of Tonga, a nation made up of islands rests surrounded by the Pacific Ocean. Give the name of this independent country.
Australia.
Try again. Baker?
Fiji.
No. Mary Montgomery?
French Polynesia.
No. Samoa.
Somehow.
MGM? Australian agriculture is dominated by livestock production. Tasmania, as a part of Australia, is no exception. Identify the type of livestock most commonly raised in Tasmania.
Cows, sheep,
Ox.
Try again.
cows,
Try again.
Sheep.
Yes, 2 points. You see them everywhere on that island. Sheep. Baker. Along the northeastern coast of mainland Papua New Guinea lies a body of water that connects directly with the Pacific Ocean. Give the name of this body of water that also borders the northern coast of the island of New Britain.
Bismarck Sea.
That's right, 4 points. Bismarck Sea is correct. All right, we are halfway through our competition right now. Baker has 27 points in the lead. Mary Montgomery has 15. Blount so far has 0.
New Horizons Credit Union is a proud supporter of local nonprofits, community events, and education, including sponsoring the annual New Horizons Credit Union Scholarship, available to members who are graduating high school seniors. And since 1950, New Horizons Credit Union has been there for its members through every phase of their lives, offering solutions for the real world. Visit newhcu.org to learn more about New Horizons Credit Union.
Start with some questions in chemistry. State the number of double bonds going to carbon in the compound dichloro-difluoromethane. Five seconds.
2,
Try again.
4,
Go. Baker,
4.
Mary Montgomery,
1.
0. 0 is the answer. No points there. Mary Montgomery, give the term for the type of bond that is characterized by a strong attractive force that holds two atoms together by their sharing of electrons.
hydrogen bond,
Try again.
no, covalent bond.
Yes, 3 points. That's right. Covalent bond. Baker, state the quantity by which an actual yield must be divided by when calculating a percentage yield.
$100.
Try again.
0.5,
Try again.
10, 37.
Mary
The
Montgomery.
theoretical yield,
Yes, a theoretical yield is correct. 1 point. All right, art history is next. Back to Blount. Highly skilled jewelers in ancient Egypt made jewelry from semi-precious stones chosen for their brilliant colors and significance. Along with gold, 3 basic colors were used for mounting Egyptian jewelry. One color was red, another color was azure. Name the third color, which represented the sense of renewal.
blue,
Try again.
green,
Yes, 3 points. 3 points. Mary Montgomery. This small ceramic sculpture from the Indus Valley city called Mohenjo-Daro depicts 2 oxen pulling a small open cart which carried 2 types of objects. One type was tools. Identify the other type of object this cart carried.
grain,
Try again.
people,
Try again.
gold,
Try again.
hay,
No. Teams wait for the buzzer. Don't buzz in early. Blount.
food,
No. Baker.
Weapons.
Vases. No points on that. Baker. A 7-tiered ziggurat or tower more than 330 feet high dominated the city of Babylon. In describing his admiration for Babylon, Greek historian Herodotus said, apart from its size, its beauty is unequaled by any other city we know. Give the name of the king who created and reigned over Babylon.
Nebuchadnezzar II.
That's right. 4 points. Very good. All right, our next topic is team choice. Now, before the match began, each team chose the topic it wanted to be quizzed on. 4 points for a correct answer, but there's only one answer per team. Blount, you chose a question in literature, and if I rule the original team's answer wrong, you can buzz in immediately and get 2 points instead of just 1. All right, Blount, your question. In the short story titled $75 by Langston Hughes, after his parents died, Eddie, who was also known as Tough, stole $75 and some cheap jewelry from a case at a bargain store where he worked as a delivery boy. Tell the number of rings Eddie stole the week before Christmas.
5.
Try again.
24.
Oh, sorry, that's right. Go ahead, Baker.
7 rings.
No. Mary Montgomery.
2.
Right. Very good. 2 points. All right. Mary G. Montgomery, your question now in geography. Again, a reminder to you and me, only one answer per team. An independent country lies just northeast of the territory of New Caledonia. Its chain of islands stretches mostly in a north-south direction from west of Fiji to the Solomon Islands. Give the name of this country.
Vanuatu.
Right, 4 points. Very good. Baker, you chose American history, 1 answer. During the Bull Moose campaign of 1912, President Roosevelt worked to create stronger regulatory agencies to ensure trusts and labor unions operated to serve in the public interest. With the help of Herbert Crowley, he created a state interventionist reform program. Give the name of this program. Seconds.
The National Parks Foundation.
Sorry. Blount or Mary G? Anybody want to buzz in? No, it was New Nationalism. New Nationalism. Okay, time for a second toss-up of the match. This time it's in Shakespeare, so everybody please, hands on your buzzers. First team to push its buzzer answers first. In Act 4 of Twelfth Night, Sebastian wonders aloud while walking in Olivia's garden at the recent events of his life, but reassures himself that these events must be real because the gift from Olivia that he is holding is certainly real. Identify that gift. Baker.
A ring.
Sorry. Blount or Mary Montgomery? Mary Montgomery.
A flower.
Sorry. Blount?
His heart.
No, a pearl. Pearl is what we needed. No points on that. Back to a regular category, physics. The topic, back to our home team. State the name of the kind of motion characterized by an object moving in 2 dimensions freely only under the action of gravity.
Four.
Try again.
Displacement.
Nope. Baker?
Projectile motion.
That's right, projectile motion, 1 point. Mary Montgomery, state the name of the fundamental force of nature that exists between electric charges.
What? Coulombic attraction.
Try again.
Electronegativity.
Try again.
Anybody else?
Baker?
Electrostatic force.
No. Blount? No. Electromagnetic force. Baker, name the property of matter that is defined as the tendency of an object to continue in its original state of motion.
Inertia.
Inertia is right, 4 points. Right. American government is next. Blount, state the name of the 3-part standard the court uses in its rulings on cases involving state aid to parochial schools.
Lemon test. Oh.
This is Blount's question.
I understand. They didn't even hear me.
Okay, Baker?
The lemon test.
The lemon test is correct.
They heard us. They didn't.
Right. Mary Montgomery, this individual stated, quote, the want of a judicial power, unquote, is a circumstance which crowns the defects of the Confederation. Give the last name of the man who wrote these words in The Federalist number 22.
Yeah, it's us.
Hamilton.
That's right, Alexander Hamilton. Very good, 4 points.
Scholars full points.
Baker, name the type of free speech exhibited by striking workers patrolling a business site.
Right to assemble.
Try again.
Free exercise.
Try again.
Picketing.
Yes, very good. 2 points. Good. All right, world history is next to our home team. In 1942, the Japanese launched an attack on the U.S.-held Philippine Islands. American and Filipino forces fell back to a peninsula on the northwestern side of Manila Bay, which the Japanese eventually overran. Name that peninsula. Five seconds. Baker.
Baton.
Baton is right. 1 point. Mary Montgomery. When Germany began to use submarines during World War I, they sank a British passenger liner carrying more than 100 American citizens, drawing a sharp protest from President Woodrow Wilson. Give the name of this ocean liner that was sunk by the Germans.
Lusitania.
Correct. 4 points. Baker. The first great leader of China's Nationalist Party, an American-educated physician, formed a Republican government after the fall of the Qing dynasty, but received little support from the European powers. Give me the full name of this first president of the Chinese Republic.
Sun Yat-sen.
No, sorry.
Chiang Kai-shek.
Try again.
Sun Yat-sen.
No.
Mao Zedong.
Mary Montgomery.
Mao Zedong.
No. Blount? No, it was Sun Yee-shang. Sun Yee-shang. 4 points. Time for our last question in today's contest. It's a math question worth 4 points. It's a toss-up. Everyone open your white math envelopes now. One leg of a right triangle has a length of 17 yards. If the angle opposite to that leg has a measure of pi over 6 radians, what is the length in yards of the hypotenuse of the triangle? The question in trigonometry.
So this is, that's 30, so the opposite. So
Baker.
34.
That's correct. 4 points. At the end of today's match, Baker challenged an incorrect answer. After further review, it was determined that Baker answered the world history question correctly. So today's final score is Blount 3, Mary Montgomery 33, and today's winner, Baker, with 48 points.